In this video, we're going to look at the steps for an employee to enroll in their benefits through Employee Navigator. What I've got here is the very first screen of the Employee Open Enrollment. What you'll notice in the top left-hand corner is the employer's name and then a menu divided into three subsections: the employee information, the benefits section, and then the forms, which will come into play a little bit later. The very first screen, the employee information, you'll need to put in your first name, last name, gender, date of birth. Social security number will be provided by your employer, your address, your phone number, and your email address, all the contact information that the insurance company will need once you're enrolled. As you move through each one of these sections, the way to complete each section is to hit save and continue, or you can there's a declination button to decline benefits as we get into the benefits portion. Now, as you move through these various screens, you'll notice on the menu on the left-hand side here, there's an arrow next to employee information because that's where we are right now. There's an empty circle which indicates we have not completed that section. Once we hit save and continue, it will move us down this menu showing that employee information with this check mark has been completed, and the arrow moves to dependent information. So now that's the screen we're on. To add a dependent, simply click here. We need the first name, last name, relationship, gender, date of birth, and social security number of this person. You enter your spouse, your children, so on and so forth. Hit save after each one, and they will be listed down here below. If you have no dependents, simply hit save and continue to move on. Now we're into the medical section. What you've got here, first decision to make is who are you enrolling in these plans. You're always going to be enrolling yourself, but then you have the option to select any of your dependents in any combination, whether it be you and your spouse, your entire family, you and one child, you and all your children, depending on who you want to enroll. You would select them here, and then the rates would change to correspond what you're enrolling, who you're enrolling, what your selection has been. You'll notice down here it has a cost per pay period. This shows employee only. If I select my spouse to go on the plan as well, it'll change the rates per pay period and show employee plus spouse. Now, in making a decision, if you don't know what plan you're looking for, there's a couple different things to look at in order to help you choose a plan. One, we have links to all of the SBCs here down the right-hand side for each plan, notated by the different deductibles here: $500, $1,500, $2,500. Generally, the name of the plan and then the deductible is listed here above each plan. If you still need additional information on how to make the enrollment decision, you can click on Things to Consider. This will be an overview of what's provided on that SBC for each plan. And then the other option is the Decision Support Questionnaire. What this does is makes you complete these questions based on your preferences, and then you adjust the importance on this sliding scale to be more important or less important than the corresponding questions here. You hit go, and it will recommend that based on your selections, plan 1,500, 2,500, or 500 is right for you. Once you want to make that selection, you've got your dependent, the correct combination of your dependents selected up here. Hit select plan. It will put a check mark here next to the plan and change the select plan button to selected. We scroll down a little bit and you can hit save and continue. You'll notice below that is the don't want this benefit. That is the declination button. We'll do that in just a second. So we hit save and continue, and we move on to dental. If I want to enroll my spouse in dental, it'll change the plans, and I can hit select plan and hit save and continue. Now for the vision plan, say I don't want vision insurance. I can come down here to don't want this benefit. It'll give me a reason for declining the plan. This is just for your employer's information. Basically, they want to know if they're providing a good plan that you value, and these are the reasons you might not want this plan. Say the cost is too high. And you'll notice that it has automatically moved us on once we've selected that. If we go back to vision on the left-hand menu, it'll say we've declined this benefit, when we decline the benefit. Now, if the declination was a mistake, we can enroll in the benefit. If we want to keep the decline and move on, we just hit keep the decline. It moves us on to the next benefit. The next benefit here is a basic life plan. This is an employer-provided life policy. Because it's employer-provided, there is no cost. You'll note down here there's no cost per pay period. And there's also, because there's no cost, there's no way to decline the benefit. You simply hit save and continue, and it will move you on to the next benefit if there is one. Shown here is a voluntary life plan. This is something where the employer would not be providing, more than likely not be providing anything towards the voluntary benefit. This allows you to purchase life insurance based on different rules of the plan. This particular plan allows you to buy up to 5 to 7 times your income, up to a maximum of $120,000. You can also enroll your spouse in the plan. The way you would do that is with this sliding scale. You notice as I slide it, it changes the benefit amount and changes the pay cost per pay period. So say I want $70,000. It's going to be $6.69 per pay period. Now, if I want to enroll my spouse, it is just a flat benefit of half of whatever I've got up here. Here's the cost per pay period, or I can decline to enroll my spouse. So then I hit save and continue, and it takes me into the forms section. And you're required to, for each life policy that you've enlisted in, add a beneficiary. You can copy an existing dependent. Here's the spouse I already entered. The one thing it fills in everything else for them. The one thing you will have to put in is the percentage share. This will have to total 100 in order to move on. If you have 2 beneficiaries, maybe you have your wife and maybe some elderly parents that you're leaving money to, or some adult children that you're splitting money between. Each one of them would have to be listed with the corresponding share amount. Hit save, and it will show who the money is allocated to. If you have a contingent beneficiary, in case you outlive your primary beneficiary, you can list them here by clicking Add Beneficiary. Once we're finished, we hit Continue. We have to, because we elected voluntary life, we have to add a beneficiary there. Also fill in the share amount and hit Save. And then we would hit Continue. Because this is a demo, there are no more forms to complete. In the actual enrollment, you will see an enrollment summary screen with a button that says Agree and Complete. You must click the Agree and Complete button to finish the enrollment. Basically has the legal disclosures of you electing to make your enrollments online, and once you hit the Agree and Complete, it will show you as having completed the enrollment. If you fail to hit Agree and Complete on the summary screen, it will not show you as completed, and we'll have to follow up with you to get you to actually complete that before enrollment closes. If you have any questions, please contact your HR person, and they will be in touch with us for any information that they can assist you with. Thank you.